Hi friends, it is me Tara. This is my first speed build for Sims on YouTube. So my first voiceover, my first talking about what I do when I'm playing, thought processes through my head. So this is probably going to be super awkward and we'll just get better at this as we go on. So I started first by doing a tiny home, figuring that would take the least amount of time, least amount of effort, and kind of show off my style best as possible without filling up the whole lot with too much clutter. So right now we're just getting the base of the house built, trying to get the roof on, all the walls up, and we're gonna go for a super modern look with this home. A little colorful, something a little different. This is a house that's meant for one sim. I guess you could do a couple too, but you'll kind of see the bed placement and all that makes it a little hard. But if you just expanded the tiles on this house by like one, it would change everything. However, I'm a little particular about where my houses are centered and how many blocks they are and, things like that. So here we go, just doing some more basic stuff here, getting the fencing in, all that stuff. As you can see, I had a little bit of an issue trying to decide how modern I wanted it to be. Right now we're just placing some lights so that we have a little bit of light for building purposes, and then we will see where we go here. So yeah, this is obviously not very modern on the outside right now, so this is me trying to decide kind of what direction I'm going to go with it. Is it going to be more modern? Is it going to be more traditional? Tiny homes are really fun to build because they give you a lot of creative freedom to try out things that maybe you wouldn't usually try, because some things just look better in smaller doses. Like some of the antique windows, fences, things like that, when you use too much of them, I don't know, the house is just, it's a lot for me. So basics of my building here, I always have move objects on so I can do things like I just did with the pillars, raise them up so that they kind of go to the top of the house, combining pieces of furniture. I also use the Alt key to move things around to wherever I please. And here we are, see, yep, turning it into a modern home. We decided we were not interested in the traditional look anymore. It's very like me. I always try to build traditional and I end up going with modern because it's just so nice and clean. Oh, it's so satisfying. You have nice clean walls and nice clean lines and everything makes sense and everything can be like stark and just really boring. Yeah, that's my kind of house. I dig it a lot. Alright, so anyway, sidetracked. We're onto windows now. I don't remember if I kept this door or not. I'm looking at it now. I don't really like that door. I hope I changed it. If not, either that or I found windows that made it work. But I guess that'll be a surprise for both of us. It has been a couple weeks since I built this house. I have been doing a lot of preparation, trying to get everything ready to have a successful or at least a functional YouTube channel. That's included a lot of like plotting and like, I don't know, jotting down my thoughts, trying to figure out what the content of my channel really should be, or rather like what it would be to make me happiest. There's gonna be a lot I need to learn and a lot I need to do, but I figured I just need to take the leap and get some content out there before I can make those changes. So you're going to see a lot of speed builds because I love building. That's like my favorite part of Sims. I think eventually maybe we'll get into some Let's Plays and like actually do some storyline with my Sims. I am building my content slowly but surely in an effort to make my videos as interesting as they can be. This is including, buying some stuff packs and some game packs. I'm pretty close to completing my collection. I have all the expansion packs. When I built this house, I think I was short a stuff pack and a game pack that I currently have now. So I have 2 game packs left to buy, that being Spa Day and Jungle Adventure, and then my stuff packs. I'm not up in the stuff packs. At first I was kind of like, these are silly. Why am I gonna spend $10 literally for stuff? But then I realized how much content they really do have, so I have been slowly building up there. So since this home build, I have purchased backyard stuff, and I have also purchased the Vampires game pack. So we are going to see some cooler builds as I increase the content that I have to build with. So as you can see, we're getting the inside of the house done. Played with the layout a lot here. It's gonna take me a while to get this kitchen where I want it. It is like impossible. This tiny homes are crazy. I like think that they're such a cool idea and I want to build them all the time, and then I get into the layout and I'm like, where do I put everything the Sims need to like be Sims? Now, luckily, the way the game works, we are very free to live without some things. Like, we don't need a sink in the kitchen because there's a sink in the bathroom, so they can wash their dishes or wash their hands in there. They really don't need a table because they could sit at the couch and eat. But I was trying to make this realistic. If I end up putting this TV where I think I'm going to put this TV, it's not realistic at all. But I think I kind of changed my mind and tried to, again, I was trying to force the realism. So here I am trying to move this kitchen for like the 5th time. And I'm like, there's no way these Sims are going to get in the house. Like, where am I going to put this? Like, there's no room for a TV. All these thoughts are going through my head while I'm building this. And then I realize I'm recording and I'm like, you guys are just going to have to see my erratic thought process while I'm building because I just can't. I don't know why. At one point I was like, maybe I just need one counter because, again, in Sims, what do you need? You don't really need anything. And, yeah. What is going on? Yeah, I'm really going to fit this refrigerator here. All right, we're making progress, guys. Look at me go. I don't remember what happens here. This is going to be just as exciting for me as it is for you, trying to figure out where everything ends up going in this house. Yep. That's not a bad layout. Are we putting a TV downstairs? I don't know. The world we never know. We'll find out soon, I'm sure. Yep. Here we go again. Putting everything back where we started. So, yes, we're finishing the living area. Back to my, previous ramblings while I finish this up. So my channel's going to be mostly builds, hopefully some future Let's Plays. Probably won't venture into that until I see people are actually interested in my content, because that's a lot of work to build storylines and neighborhoods and things like that. And of course some other things, some lifestyle things I just enjoy, like makeup and cooking and things like that. So I just kind of wanted this to be a place where I could dump all my thoughts and put all the things I love into one place, and that maybe somebody else would be interested in watching it, and maybe they like the same content I do, but who knows? That is what the internet is for, is it not? Okay, so here we are doing the upstairs bedroom area. I wanted to keep the color theme because I do have that open balcony, so it's like if you were in the living room, you would look up and you would see the bedroom. It's kind of supposed to have like a loft feel, like when you have those tiny homes and they have a loft where their bed goes. That's kind of what we're trying to do here. We're going to see, this is again, we had a lot of issues with the layout of this place. I really think if I had just sent this house like 1 square to the right and 1 square back, everything would have been so much better. But I really wanted to torture myself a little bit, just see how much I could cram into one space. I did play test this home, so the Sims can use everything that's in here. It's got a lot of basics, there's not really much exciting to it. Now that we have seasons, it makes it a little harder to do like the kind of cheap builds where you like put your staircase outside and then like they go inside from there and that frees up a whole square. But like if it's snowing, are your Sims really gonna walk outside to go to bed? Like, I don't think so. Maybe they would do it. They'll do whatever you tell them to, but I think that makes it a little less realistic. So I thought about another option if you do down this home and want a little more space other than just expanding your tiles, could be to add a basement. You could do basement access through like the front porch, and they still would have to go outside, but it wouldn't be as long. And of course, if you've got your front porch covered, which we do, they would not get snowed on or rained on. So we cannot complain because we begged for seasons for a very long time. So I'm very happy that we have it, and I'm glad the game is getting more realistic. It says the person who just purchased vampires, which is completely not realistic at all. But that is the beauty of Sims. You can make the game whatever you want it to be. Alrighty, here we go. That couch does not match at all. Oh my god, my cat is playing with my mouse. That sounded really funny. But no, my cat is literally playing with my computer mouse. If you hear any weird noises, that's what it is. Okay, what are we doing here? We are trying to squeeze a wardrobe into the house. This is another one of those things we don't really need. Sims don't really need a wardrobe. You can change their outfit just by clicking on them. You can plan their outfits, without them being involved in the whole process. But that's not very realistic. I feel like there's two types of people that play Sims, or two types of ways people play Sims. There's probably a lot in between, but I feel like the major distinction is people who play full-on realistically and people who play and just kind of go wild. I feel like I like to be right in the middle. I like my homes to feel realistic. I like them to have all the needs that Sims need, or all the things that I would have in my home, and, do all the wardrobes and the knickknacks and the clutter and the arts and crafts and the table and the TV and the video game system and whatever it is that I would have in my home, I want my Sims to have in their home. But I am not a stranger to cheating money, me be cheating needs, me be, playing with vampires, which has absolutely nothing to do with real life. So we do what we want to do. We build for realism, and we most often do not play realistically. So, whatever makes you happy. But this home is set up for a nice realistic single sim. It is mostly a starter home. I want to say with all the decor and stuff, it might be a little over your starter home budget, but if you started with 2 Sims, I think it might fit into the starter home budget for sure. You could always use the free real estate cheat, and then you would not have to worry about it. But, like I said, everyone plays their own way. So, we are just finishing up here, getting the bathroom done. I think we're going to do the outdoor space on this video. I do know I lost a little bit of footage as far as like landscaping and stuff goes, but at the very least you get the core content of the house here, and we are going to be done soon. Yes, here we go, a little bit of landscaping. I don't know how much we're going to get that's like super important, but we do change the color of the grass. I guess some trees. I love landscaping. That is my favorite part of building. I love adding beautiful, colorful flowers. This is where I get into trouble with the cost of homes, though. 100%. You would think the home itself is probably right within your Sims budget, but the landscaping really just throws me over the edge every time. I shove way too much stuff there. But it's a skill I have learned and practiced because of all the YouTubers I have seen and their beautiful landscaping skills. So we enjoy it. We have fun. Placing some lights there. Alrighty. So outdoor bin, practical. Do not have a bin inside, but we do have an outdoor bin, so that's good. A little bit of flowers on the grass in the back. Oh my god, it's coming together, guys. It's so cute. I love it. I am happy with it. What are we putting out back? Yes, some seating probably. Oh, a wash bin. Yes, I always accidentally grab that giant fireplace. A bee box, a bird feeder. I did have outdoor stuff, the backyard stuff when I built this house. Okay, guys, my apologies. All right, we are just about finished here. We are. All right. Anything else? Oh, gotta have a rock by the tree, guys. Gotta have a rock by the tree. Some plants. That's pretty much it, guys. Finishing up. We'll just catch the end here, see the rest of the landscaping, and you have yourself a tiny home. I very much hope you enjoyed my first speed build. And please feel free to download this house and play it if you like. Bye.